This is our action-based learning lab. As you can see, there's brains, different type of brains and things about the brain on the wall here. We have a keypad for the kids to spell or do math problems on. This is our lily pad board. They can spell names or sight words or practice spelling words right here. There's a bridge here, bridge patterns and doing patterns and transferring that brain movement to the other side. There's our stairs and ladders, the snowboard. There's a little paper there that kids can read or memorize things. There is a rolling mat. There's wobble boards. These are our wobble boards for kids. These are our ladders. They put sight words in these ladders, and as they step, they'll say their sight words. Number board. Moonwalk station here. And this here is for spelling letters, but they're just walking, getting that movement with their feet. And another, the snowboard. One of the challenges I would face would be limited time with the student. I am the PE teacher at this school, so I only see these students during PE. But what I have been doing is taking children with those behavioral problems to the action-based learning lab early in the morning during my plan time. We spend about 15 to 20 minutes in the lab. They can choose whichever activity they want to choose. And I just monitor and just go around asking them questions, asking them to spell their name, or just all the different things that we have available in the lab. Then I take them back to their classroom teacher. The problem with that is I don't get to monitor their behavior throughout the day. Usually I have to go back to the teacher and I ask how has that student been doing since they went to the lab. Usually the teacher will say they either struggled that day or that they could see a difference and they performed better and were on task for that day. So that would be a challenge I would face, is not having that time with students, because I'm not there all day with them to see the changes if it does affect them or if it does not affect their behavior. The second issue I would face would be students moving. Our school unfortunately has a high mobility rate. Already one of the students I was taking to the ABL lab early in the mornings has already moved. His parents weren't appreciating all the phone calls he was getting for his behavior, so they just moved him to another school. And unfortunately that happens quite often at our school. And so if I did start this as a research project, I would be careful with the students that I picked. I would pick students who I know for sure have been in our school for a few years now and they aren't going to go anywhere anytime soon. But yes, students moving away after you started a study on them would hinder me from conducting this research. The third challenge I face is students being placed on meds. I recently had that happen. One of the students I was taking to the action-based learning lab was diagnosed with ADHD, and his parents put him on meds. And so this week I actually didn't have to take him to the lab at all. His teacher said he's been doing really well in class, for the exception of Friday. Friday he was struggling. I think he forgot to take his medicine, so I did take him to the lab for about 15 minutes that day. But it didn't seem to have any effect on him. He ended up struggling throughout the rest of the day. So that gave me a little bit of insight of what goes on with the medicine and stuff like that. And so that might really change the results that happens during the study. The final challenge I would face is, would parents be okay with their child being studied like this? Most parents at our school are not that involved or that concerned of what's going on in the school, which is sad to say. But anywhere else, would the parents be, concerned of what we're studying or what we're trying to say about their child? They might take offense to that. So I would definitely ask permission before I do something like this with the kids if this was a real actual feasible study to do. Um, but then again, I don't feel like it's um, that intensive. I'm just monitoring how they act on a normal daily basis. Um, so that would be a challenge if, a parent did find out I have been doing this. Would they be upset or would they be okay with it? These are students working while one's riding the bike, one is on the wobble board.